You know, we talked about during the Trump administration, one of the big accomplishments that took place was Donald Trump getting a whole bunch of different judges confirmed. Three Supreme Court justices aside, getting so many different judges confirmed who will shape the judiciary in a right-wing direction. Trump getting ideologues and completely unqualified people confirmed to different judgeships. And it's important to keep track of whether Joe Biden is able to accomplish anything similar. And to some degree, he has been. Now, I'm going to give you the story first, and then I'm going to give you the two perspectives on this, because there are people who are saying this is great, and there are people who are saying this is really nothing. The headline is Joe Biden is finishing the year with the most confirmed judicial picks dating all the way back to Ronald Reagan, outdoing Donald Trump, certainly. Reuters writes, President Joe Biden is wrapping up the year with more judges confirmed to the federal bench than any first-year president since Ronald Reagan. And experts say a growing list of judicial vacancies could allow him to do even better in 2022. The Senate confirmed 40, or 40, as Joe Biden likes to say, of Biden's judicial nominees, including 11 appellate picks, despite early concerns among progressives that he would lack opportunities to fill seats on nation's 13 circuit courts. Biden inherited just 2 appellate vacancies. Trump had 17, and that helped Trump make a near record 234 federal court appointments over 4 years. We're just talking about the first year here. As Democratic appointed judges elected to go into semi-retirement, Biden gained the opportunity to appoint many. The White House says 78% were women, 53% people of color. More are expected. There's going to be votes on January 3rd, and there's going to be a whole bunch more. Biden nominated 73 district and circuit court judges overall. His 40 surpassed Trump's 18 in his first year. So there's two different interpretations to this. And you might be thinking, how could this be bad? Okay, so on the one hand, the one side of this is bad is that this was mostly moderates being replaced by moderates. So the effect is that even though Joe Biden is replacing people and getting people confirmed, Trump was putting people in that were primarily ideologically kooky for the right wing. So while Joe Biden has a high number for the first year, he's replacing moderates with moderates. These are not ideological nutcases that in any way, they're not ideological nutcases on the right. They are also not progressives who are going to push the judiciary or pull the judiciary back to the left in any way, right? This is the devil's advocate. Trump was able to actually change the judiciary and pull it significantly to the right. And where Joe Biden is racking up confirmations, they don't really do anything to undo that because it's replacing moderates with moderates. Okay, that's the kind of pessimistic devil's advocate perspective. The other interpretation would be, we don't want to go low the way they go low. We don't want Joe Biden electing equally or nominating and having confirmed equally incompetent left-wing ideologues. We want Joe Biden putting in competent people, and everybody that Joe Biden has selected has had no competency issue, whereas Donald Trump was selecting nuts in many of these cases, completely unqualified people. Both can be true is the truth. And we've said before, when the system is what it is, you have to work within the system and get what you can out of it. This is why until we change the way redistricting is done, for example, both Democrats and Republicans will gerrymander to their advantage as much as they can if and when given the opportunity. And we need to change the system. Okay, that's one example. This is a different situation in my mind. And I don't want Joe Biden selecting the equivalent on the left of the right-wing nutty ideologues that Donald Trump regularly selected. So I do see this as a good thing. And the question is going to be, can Joe Biden continue this? Remember that Donald Trump's number was 243 judges in 4 years, and he got 3 Supreme Court justices, one of which should have been Barack Obama's selection of Merrick Garland, which we've talked about ad nauseum, and I'm not going to sort of refresh for you at this point in time. But let's try to keep it going, and let's see what the tally is in another year. But it is an accomplishment. There's no question that it is an accomplishment. And it is also true that it is mostly the replacement of competent moderates with other competent moderates. You tell me how major of an accomplishment you believe it to be.